welcome to a beautiful city of Toronto, ladies and gentlemen, family, friends, and folks. Wow, what a day, what a day. If you couldn't tell, oh wow, what a day it is. Well, welcome to our beloved country of Canada and beloved city of Toronto. I like to call it the Six because we are the city of the six districts. And for a quick introduction, my name is Jawai. Call me Juke, Juke like a Japanese candy, whatever you wish. I'm very comfortable with anything you want, to be honest. And then on top of that, some safety precautions and measures. Please be seated at all times. Please keep your hands within the rails and watch out for branches of trees and as we underpass bridges. And there is a possibility where the branches of trees can get very personal. So there might be a game we're going to be playing duck in, duck out, sway to the right, sway to the left, right? So that's what we like to play in Toronto. So let's have a fun and exciting tour. Let's get going. Oh, thank you. Yeah, because I'm driving. That's hilarious. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, family, friends, and folks, on your left-hand side, that's the first highlight of the tour. On your left-hand side, the Chelsea Hotel. And you're going to hear me here reiterate a lot. A lot of our infrastructures in Toronto might not look like it's large from the outside, but a whole other world when you get inside, I promise you. So this is the largest hotel in all of Canada, not in terms of its height or size, mind you, but in number of, it's the largest in terms of the number of unit apartments it provides. More than 1,500 units in that hotel. That was a good one, huh? Yeah. Where are you folks visiting from? Germany. We've had quite a lot of few Germans over the last few weeks. Interesting. And like last week on Saturday, I think my second bus was fully European. Yeah. Someone from Norway, someone from like Belgium, someone from Germany, someone from Spain, someone came from Switzerland, and it was someone from the UK, someone from Ireland. Like it was remarkable. With a show of hands, how many of you folks are Americans? Oh my days. Give us some self-peace and autonomy here. You run us anyways. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on your left-hand side, that is the Aura. That is the largest residential building in all of Canada. It's sitting at 79 stories tall. It's the 34th tallest building in the world, believe it or not. It might not look tall and long and large, but yes, it is the 34th tallest building in the world. And then on your left-hand side, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be College Park. So for the first few stops of our tour, it's going to be a lot of left, but I promise you, we're going to get to our rights. Sooner or later, I promise. You're going to have to shift there to the left a lot. But on your left-hand side, that is College Park. That was built during the Great Depression. And during the Great Depression, this was projected to be the tallest building at that time at 38 stories tall. However, obviously, kind of due to the Great Depression and financial constraints, it only stuck to 8 stories tall, College Park. But yet to this day, it's a vibrant place for shopping, dining, and it also situates our college subway station. And folks, just up ahead on your left-hand side, this clock tower, this used to be the oldest fire station in all of Toronto on your left-hand side. Right here on your left-hand side with the clock tower right here, with a condominium built on top of it. Can anybody guess what happened to the actual fire station? Can anybody? Sorry? It burned down! Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it burned down. We have a beautiful history of fire. We love our fire more than we do our water. So what happened to it? So you might notice that the clock tower has remained. Why? Because it's part of the Ontario Heritage Act. And what does the Ontario Heritage Act entail? It means that whatever is left of the structure, you may not demolish the structure in its whole, and you may not change the exterior, but you may do as you wish on the inside. That's the reason why after the fire, the clock tower remained and the left exterior, and they didn't know what to do with it, so they just built a condominium on top of it. You're a vlogger? Are you a vlogger? Yeah. Okay. I might go viral on YouTube. Okay. Alright. What a day, what a day. What a day. What a glorious Saturday. Sensational Saturday. Superb Saturday. Alright, I kind of forgot to ask, my mistake, but I know this is actually stop number 2, so would anybody like to get up at stop number 2? So in case I forget the stops, that just means that I want you to stay on my bus and not get off.
So we're just gonna race on?
No. You just tell me what stop you want to get up in, and I'll let you know where we're at. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness Welcome aboard, family, friends, and folks. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board. Welcome on board. Welcome to the best bus of the day. Very biased, but... No, you can't be going to Yorkville. The door only opens when I say so. This is stop number 2. Young and Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. There's many questions if you'd like. I'm open 24/7. 365 days a year, I promise. Where's that? Oh my days, what is that?
Hi, look.
So just a side note, ladies and gentlemen, before we do arrive at stop number 3 shortly but surely. If you can notice that there's a lot of construction going on in the city, which you'll get to see more along if you're really here throughout the full loop. You'll get to see a lot more construction going on. And one of the reasons why, because it's actually said that we have more than 35% of the world's planes just alone in Toronto, believe it or not. That's how much construction going on in this city, 365 days a year, all the way from the east to the west to the north to the south. And even though we have 4 seasons in Canada, as a country as a whole, I'd like to say we only have 2 seasons in Toronto, which is winter and construction. Oh, Toronto. And ladies and gentlemen, finally, our first right of the tour. Yes, now shift your head to the right. No more left, just to the right. Up ahead, you'll get to see the oldest postal station in all of Toronto. It's quite an iconic building, quite simple and dull, but to us locals, it's quite iconic. And right here, this on your right-hand side with the McDonald's banner, this is the oldest postal station in Toronto, believe it or not. So obviously, the postal station is not in use anymore. It just became part of the Ontario Heritage Act. It's a historic site. Hence the reason, as I mentioned earlier, you may not do anything on the outside, change the outside or demolish the existing structure, but you may do as you went to the inside. What they turned it into, because they didn't know what to do, they turned it into a 24-hour McDonald's and a Japanese sushi bar. If you wanted some fresh Canadian Angus beef at 4 a.m. in the morning, that's where you go to McDonald's. All right, and then on your right-hand side, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, this is something, so to my folks who are sitting on the right side, for my folks sitting on the left side, you just have to kind of get up and take a peek. But this is nothing really interesting and fascinating, but Toronto has its own way of doing some stuff like secretively unique, you know what I'm saying, making the city unique. And you wouldn't really know if you actually, until you actually dive into the history of Toronto and its infrastructures. But believe it or not, this sidewalk, as dull and boring and simple as it looks, it's actually made out of the most expensive granite in the world, which is Mongolian granite. Yeah, it just seems very simple, dull, and boring. But one of the reasons why they did this, because if you were to wear high heel toe shoes, which none of us, which I haven't found a single person to wear all summer, you're going to take off sounds of your shoes versus the regular sidewalk you wear. Just a little bit of side note to fascinate your mind. Then on your right-hand side, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Toronto Public Records Library. It's one of the 5 big libraries of Toronto. This is 5 stories tall, not too large, but what's fascinating about this library is that it's the inside of the library is fully shaped like a movie, like a Sherlock Holmes movie. So like you can actually find Sherlock Holmes' like actual office in the movie here, through all the volumes of books, and pretty cool depiction of like Sherlock Holmes' office. So and just himself, like it would feel like you're in like literally Sherlock Holmes. So when you walk away, if you were to walk into the library, so pretty cool. And now, shortly but surely, we're gonna be arriving. We are arriving, not going to be. We are arriving at stop number 3, Yorkville neighborhood. But before that, I wanted to ask, on your right-hand side over here, there used to be the Yorkville Town Hall. This actually used to be a city on its own, this little town. And Toronto in itself used to be much smaller, right? It just used to be old Toronto until the nearby 5 smaller cities kind of incorporated with the, embedded with the old Toronto, making Toronto larger and a mega city of the world, right? One of the megas of the world. And hence the reason, but Toronto, yet to this day, is quite small. We're not as large as a city as you might think it is, right? But on your right-hand side, over here used to be the Yorkville Town Hall, right? It used to be the Town Hall Square for Yorkville. And can anybody guess what happened to it?
There.
It burned down! Yeah! We love our fire more than we do our
Burned
water.
out again.
Woo! Wow, burned down. We have a lot of branches of trees. This is what I know. No, come on, that wasn't exciting at all.
Burned out.
Come on now. I told our driver to purposely go to branches. That wasn't exciting at all. And then, oh my days. No, that wasn't fair. And on your right hand side, that is the Four Seasons Hotel, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing very interesting, but just a side note. Why? Because it was actually built by a student, right? Just to show if you really believe in yourself, you can go really far. And like he was just fond of like hotel and tourism, and he built this company now more than 170 hotels worldwide. It's a luxury 5-star hotel. Four Seasons why? Because we have Four Seasons in Canada. And then, ladies and gentlemen, finally, this is the Yorkville neighborhood of Toronto. It's the luxury shopping district of Toronto. We locals, we like to call it the Mink Mile district of Toronto. The Mink Mile district. Why? Because you can find shops like Chanel, Balenciaga, Louis Vuitton, Versace, Brunello Cucinelli. You name it, you find it. You name it, you find it. And when I tell you this, can anybody guess where you can buy $600 worth of coffee? The only place in the world where you can buy $600 worth of coffee. This street alone! Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Yorkville neighborhood. This is the only place in the world. $600 coffee, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I was thinking about moving at one point. And on your right hand side, the Chanel flagship store right here. This used to be a Chanel flagship store, not anymore. Mind you, not anymore. But before it used to be a Chanel flagship store, it used to be a Mount Sinai hospital. So from a Mount Sinai hospital to a Chanel flagship store to a regular Chanel flagship store, now to a condominium on top of it. Because they don't do it. That's what we do in Toronto, build high rises. That's it. That's all we know. We're trying to compete with the megas of the world. And on your right hand side, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first ever 5-star hotel in all of Toronto. Yes, I got their attention. They're looking at me right there. All right, this is the first 5-star hotel in all of Toronto. The Hazelton, the beautiful Hazelton, the luxurious British hotel. Believe it or not, forget about, hey, how you doing today? Well, forget about like staying there over a night. $2,000 just to enter its lobby. Believe me or not, we could get that right now, and you pay $2,000 for me to get in. And then right about this arc or arch, whatever how you like to pronounce it, that apartment right about this arch or but whatever you want to call it, to be honest. And that is where Meghan Markle used to stay when she was filming the show. But now she's married off to Prince Harry, living a luxury life, you know. She's a Duchess of Sussex and United Kingdom, so she's having a lovely life. And shortly but surely we're arriving at stop number 4, and this is what I mean. Sometimes I miss the stops. And it might be on purpose, you never know. So stop number 4, Royal Ontario Museum in the Hyatt Hotel. Would anybody like to get off at the stop number 4, ladies and gentlemen? Family friendly folks. No one, no one. That means you're enjoying the score.
Where's that museum?
The museum, no, not this one. No, oh, that museum. Woo! Woo! Yeah, no, it's gonna be on your right hand side. Yeah, it's gonna be that iconic museum right there. What was I gonna say? I was gonna actually say something in here. I forgot. I don't know what I was gonna say. On your right hand side, that is our beautiful and iconic Royal Ontario Museum. And then, ladies and gentlemen, family friends and folks, that is a beautiful Royal Ontario Museum. It's one of the largest museums in all of North America. Not in the world, mind you, not in the world. Just in America. Then it's quite a fascinating place. This is a place where you dive into the world of Jurassic dinosaurs. And it's a place you can actually, there's actually a bat cave inside, an actual bat, and you can actually hear the screeching sounds of the bat.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, iconic experience. And on top of that, there's more than 12 different exhibits in this museum. And one of the two more interesting things is that it has the most Chinese artifact outside of China in that museum, the most Roman artifact outside of Rome in the Royal Ontario Museum. And then on your left side, that is our beautiful and iconic Varsity Stadium. Believe it or not, this is more than 150 years old, this stadium. It's just been renovated over the years, but it's one of the most iconic stadiums of Toronto. Very small seating capacity, but it's our university stadium, which I'll get to in a bit, talking about UFC. But this is not the normal route we take, so mind you, if I'm confused with the flash or like my facial reaction is kind of like, you know, my eyebrows are shoulder shrugging, whatever you want to call it. It's because I don't know what's happening. And it's not me, just blame the system. It's not my fault. Wow, wow, wow. American folks over here. Where are you folks visiting from?
Okay. From where?
I'm kidding. If you said New York, my reaction would have been worse. No, I'm kidding. No. Welcome from New Jersey. Welcome.
We're from California.
Oh my days. You just killed me. Oh, French. Oh, that got a bit interesting. Okay, wait.
Oh my days. Yeah.
You just killed it right there. I might as well get off the bus right there.
What's wrong about California?
I don't know. I just don't like California. Like, I don't know why. I just don't like it. Are you from Los Angeles?
No, we're from San Francisco. Yeah, it's like San Jose, San Francisco.
Okay. San Jose, okay. I don't know. I just never liked California. It's just great. I don't know why. Nothing personal.
It's just the same thing over and over again.
Sorry?
It's the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
I see.
That's one of the reasons why you say yeah. That's in Florida. Different, the same thing or it's different? Ladies and gentlemen, family, friends, and folks, our next stop is going to be stop number 5 of the tour, which is going to be Casa Loma. Is anybody, just an early ask, is anybody getting off at Casa Loma? You getting off? Casa Loma, yeah, I'm getting to that right now. So talking about Casa Loma, you'll get to envision it. I'm going to start early because a lot of the times when I start, like, there's so much larger gaps between some of the stops we have in the tour. And some of the stops you notice like from like 2, 3, 4, very short, right? So sometimes like you really have to pay for your stay. So sometimes I'd rather start early than start late because then I'm going to be gassing from the like that's why I'm speaking gibberish, so you won't understand what I'm saying. So just envision what I'm saying. So stop number 5 is going to be Casa Loma. What is Casa Loma, right? Casa Loma is the only castle site structure, the only castle it's the only castle type structure that exists in all of North America. You can find anything like it. It's one of the top 5 most popular tourist attractions of North America. Believe it or not, based on the number of visits it has throughout the year. Sorry? Rich, please be seated at all times. We're all clear, I promise. Alright, I'm talking about Casa Loma. It's a castle, right? So it's built by Sir Henry Pellet between 1911 and 1914. But can anybody guess why he built it? He's one of the most richest men and one of the richest financiers of the early 1900s. But what is one of the reasons why he built Casa Loma? Can anybody guess? Can anybody guess? Very close. It's actually for his wife. Believe it or not, yes, he built it for the. Who has built the castle for their wife in this generation over here? Raise your hand up. No one? I am in the future, hopefully. But no, honestly, like, can you imagine that traditional love? What kind of love was that doesn't exist in this modern day? Like, more than 100 years old. That kind of love is just sensational and remarkable on its own. So he's just like, how much love can you have for your wife that you have to build a castle for her, right? It's just remarkable on its own. So he built it just for his wife, and believe it or not, how fascinating the structure is. 98 rooms, 35 washrooms, 28 fireplaces. It has 3 museums inside of itself, and it is considered a museum itself. It has 3 museums inside of it. And on top of it, it has 10 to 12 underpass tunnels. Why? Because it played a vital role and a significant role in the transportation of armories and weapons underneath the city during World War I and World War II. And then on top of that, if I were to, tell you what is this? What's the museum? It's good. What? No, we're just arriving. So we're supposed to, okay, right here on your right hand side. And so we didn't get a, don't blame me. It's the system, guys. It's the system. We didn't get a bit. This is not even a glimpse of it. This is it, though. This is Casa Loma. You really have to get out to really envision it. If we took a normal route, you would have gotten a glimpse of the castle. But I apologize. You won't get to see it here because we took a different route. But this is the castle. This is the boundaries of the castle. But besides those interesting facts, ladies and gentlemen, one of the more interesting things that, believe it or not, the walls, the stones on the walls of Casa Loma were actually collected by local residents of Toronto. And Sir Henry Penn said, if you collect a stone to build my wall, I'll pay you 1 day's minimum salary. And that was only $1 back in early 1911. And now, anybody getting up, you can get up for Casa Loma right now. Let's get up. Yes, you're welcome. Take care. For my folks getting up, have the rest of your, I don't even know what I'm saying. No, I'm kidding. Enjoy the rest of your time in Toronto. Have fun, stay safe, and have a safe trip back home. Where are you lovely folks? So, America?
Yeah.
California?
California, Philippines.
Philippines, California as well, my friends.
Yeah, it's like us four. It's like
Oh,
family, yeah.
family, mom and dad?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely family. And then you lovely folks? Visiting from? Philippines? Germany, big time. Manila, Philippines? Manila? Oh, you're from Calgary? Oh, come on, we're from Philippines, I'm from Calgary! Woo! You guys are there! Come on, come on, welcome. I have some Canadian folks here. Come on, it's good. You know, I'm not taken over by my American folks here. You know, they like to take us over. So. I need some support, you know. So that's why I like to say, one of my American folks, like when my bus is full of Americans, I like to say, like, guys, give us some stuff to talk. Like, what do you want to see here? It's the same exact thing that you have in New York. Like, what's the difference? Give us some peace. Because no, like at the end of the day, come on, like we're run by Americans. Come on, give us some peace here. Oh goodness gracious. So at the end of the day, I'm American, not Canadian.
You have to replace food.
Oh my days. Where are you lovely folks visiting from on your left hand side? Oh, right here. You folks are visiting from? Visiting from? No, you folks, yes. Spain.